afternoon.
You played Jared Goff several times before back when he was a Ram. How has he grown as a quarterback? And what do you see from his play this year that gives you guys some concern?
I mean, he's the engine that makes it go over there. He's been playing great ball as you get experience in the league. Obviously, not turning the ball over, throwing touchdowns, commanding the offense. He was always very accurate. He's a competitor. He's playing great for him.
Kind of seemed like most everybody on defense that had been a question mark coming back from injury was able to go in some capacity today. Pleased with the overall progress that way?
For the most part, we just got to continue it during the week and see how it ends up at the end. But a lot of guys came back.
Todd, has Zion McCollum made it a little bit difficult for you if Jamel and Carlton are healthy and able to go about maybe taking him off the field just with how well he's played through these 3 starts he's had?
He's played well. I mean, Carlton and Dean are still ahead of him. Obviously, he has a bright future, and we got to find ways to get him on the field, but not enough to replace the other two, if that's what you're asking me.
Todd, you crossed paths with Dan Campbell. I think you know him pretty well. What stands out to you about as a head coach?
Great leader, extremely smart, very tough guy, demands the best from his guys, heck of a human being, real good friend, hell of a coach.
Baker leads the NFL on second half quarterback or pass completion percentage. What is it about him that he kind of maybe the light turns on or he locks in that second half when the game's kind of really on the line?
He make adjustments. I mean, he's played in big games in college. He's played in big games in the NFL, so that's not new to him. Him and Dave being on the same page, making adjustments as the game goes, probably helps him out a lot more. And we got playmakers for him to throw to, which makes it a little easier.
Todd, what type of challenge does Sam Laporta present this week?
No, he's tough. I mean, he's tough. He doesn't play like a rookie. He plays like a 6-year pro. He can block very well. He runs routes like wide outs. He has great hands. He's got good run after catch. By no means is he playing like a rookie. He's playing good football.
We only saw Kalijah for a few plays in the opener, but if he can go, how does he change your defense? What does he add to you inside there with Vita, the way Vita is playing right now?
Well, he gives us another option as a pass rusher inside where we didn't have viable options before. We had, I think Logan's getting a lot better, and we really like what he's doing. With his quickness and his savvy as a pass rusher, hopefully that helps us.
Aiden Hutchinson's such a game record for the Lions. Not only can he get to the quarterback, he's got 4 interceptions in his brief NFL career. What do you see when you watch him on tape and how he can affect?
I see the same thing. I see the same thing you see. He's a game wrecker. He has great instincts. Obviously, he's a great pass rusher coming out, but the instincts he has in the passing game and the few times they drop him is outstanding. He's a heck of a competitor. It's Luke and Tristan got their work cut out for him.
Coach, the Lions have a very balanced offense. I think they're top 10 in passing and rushing. When you face a team that can do so much so well, what's the philosophy for the defense trying to basically combat both sides of that?
Just be very disciplined. Obviously we got to make plays to win the ball game, but be very disciplined because they can hurt you either way.
I know guys get fired up when Baker is able to escape pressure and make plays, and he's very mobile that way. But occasionally, he'll lower the shoulder. That's great. Have you guys said to Baker at all, like, hey, run out of bounds or get down, like all this other stuff is great, but like we need you for 17 weeks, or you just say that's the way he's going to play?
No, you want him to throw from the pocket, but at times, they get through the pass rush gets through, and he's got to make plays. He's just got to be smart about it, know when to get down, and know when the game's on the line, when to take that chance as a quarterback. And he's been smart about it for the most part. 1 or 2 hits I didn't like that he kind of took a chance on, but for the most part, we trust him to make the right decision.
How have you seen the confidence from some of the younger players on offense, maybe just Tompkins and Palmer in particular, as they are getting opportunities and executing in those moments?
Just the accumulation of plays. When you play more and you become an every down player or it gets subbed in a lot, you gain confidence as a rookie, and that's what those two are doing right now. They're playing fast. They're playing free. Obviously, you got Mike and Chris to go along with them, but they're playing very free right now, and they're coming along good.
What makes Baker a good fit for this offense? Why is it kind of maybe tailored to his strengths?
Well, I think it kind of fits his game. It was kind of like he was in college, some half rolls, some boots, some drop backs. It's not just not like he's handicapped. He can throw the football. He can throw a deep ball. He can play from the pocket. He's a good quarterback. So that I don't think that needs to go unnoticed. At the same time, he understands this offense. It fits him. He's been around a couple teams since before he came here. He's matured a lot, and a lot of it has to do with timing. It was perfect for us as a leader. It was perfect for us, and as a team, I think it fit both parties.
What would you say, Todd, is like the overall mood right now? This is the creamsicle week. You came off the bye. It's against a good Lions team. This was even flexed to a 4 o'clock game at Ray J. What would you say how the guys are feeling right now?
It's the second quarter. We haven't done anything. We went 3-1. That's it. That doesn't mean anything. Nobody remembers September once you get to December. We got to take care of business. We got to grind. We got to work. We got to scratch. We got to claw. Creamsicle's nice for the fans. Even some of the players looks at it nice, but the game is played the same way. We're not going to win a game because we put on different color uniforms. We got to get back to the grind. We got to work. We got to scratch. We got to claw. We got to do all the little things right to give ourselves a chance.
Getting those turnovers last year was kind of a struggle for your defense, but you're off to a pretty good start in that respect. What's changed, do you think, where you guys are coming up with so many turnovers now?
I don't know if it's changed. I think a few years ago we started out pretty fast and kind of tailed off not good. So we just got to continue to try to punch at the ball, take it away when the opportunity arises, and get chances at it.
What's been the key? What's been some of the keys, Todd, to your success in red zone defense? I think you're second in the league, 27% or something. What have been some of the factors in that?
Biggest thing is getting them in second and long. If you win first down, you have a chance knowing it's going to be a pass most of the time, and we play more third and longs in that category. So we do a good job of, right now, we do a good job of keeping people from just working all 3 downs. So they get 2 to work with, and then they get 1 to work with. It makes it a little easier to call from that standpoint. And sometimes it works just not letting them down there. But we just got to continue that and be smart when they do.
That's been a big key to the 3-1 start.
It's been huge. It's been huge. So holding the 3 instead of 7 keeps us in the ball game.
Speaking of scoring, Todd, the Lions are up there. I think they're actually just under 30 points per game. Your offense really showed some more signs of life. I know the goal is to score 1 more point than the other team, right? But 26 points in New Orleans. Do you feel like your offense is finding its way to becoming more explosive, where if it gets into a shootout type game, that you guys can compete that way? You have to.
I mean, it's coming. It's getting there. It's getting there. Every game's going to be different, whether we run it better, whether we throw it better, whether we get turnovers, whether we make stops. You want to win different ways. It builds the character of your team. You don't know how you're going to win going into Sunday. You just cover everything and hopes one unit covers the other unit. So that's kind of where we are right now as we get going. But, if it gets to be a shootout, I hope we can shoot it out and win the ball game. You want the game to go a certain way, but like you said, at the end of the day, got to score 1 more point than the other team.
Mike Evans has battled some hamstring issues in his career. It's not anything new. But in terms of your general feeling about, he also doesn't miss many games despite that. So do you have a sense, I know he's with Bobby on Monday, you have a sense of how that's progressing?
He's coming along. I'll have a better idea on Friday when we probably see him do some more running and then kind of go from there.
Do they move Hutchinson around a lot, Todd? Is he more on the right side or the left side? If he's going up against Wirfs, that's a heck of a game within the game.
He can go either way. The way they move him around, he can go either way. But it'll be a good challenge for Tristan. It'll be a good challenge for Hutchinson. So, 2 warriors going at it should be a great challenge.
Todd, since it is Creamsicle Week, do you remember anything about your 2 games as a player against those old Bucs?
Jesus, you're taking me back. I picked off the Berg in preseason. I picked off Vinny in regular season.
Won them both?
And
you won them both?
Yeah. That's about it.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Good job, Justin.
Baker will be available.